Hello everyone, thanks for watching. I'm Gregory Thayer, a candidate for Vermont Lieutenant Governor on the Republican Party ticket. The election is Tuesday, August 9th, around the state. So get out and vote. I've lived in Rutland practically all my life. I have a 35-year business career. In the last 14 years, I've been working in the accounting industry. And I'm real excited about the opportunities to talk with you here today from PEGTV studios in Rutland. I'm running for Lieutenant Governor because I'm concerned, or highly concerned, about the direction of our state government and where the Democratic leadership is taking our government. And as I listen to people across the state, it's more concerning. And I'm here to listen. I've been on a listening tour, and I've been hearing a lot of things, a lot of good things, but a lot of scary and fearful things too from people of what's going on. We cannot afford the agenda that the Democratic leadership is imposing on Vermonters. Vermont is a very expensive place to live, and we need to work to bring taxes down and cut some regulation. To me, the number one priority is our economy. But first, I want to talk about the Lieutenant Governor's position. The Lieutenant Governor's position, I'm being told that it's a ceremonial position. I don't buy that. I understand the responsibilities and the duties of being Lieutenant Governor, but I'm going to take it a step further, and I'm going to work for you on legislation and things that I'm hearing around the state. I'm going to work like Brian Doobie did when he was Lieutenant Governor. He was the positive cheerleader for Vermont. He went out and did economic development plans in Cuba, in Canada, and around the country. And that's what I'm going to do. A positive leader and a cheerleader for Vermont businesses and individuals alike. My priorities is really the economy and your agenda. It's very expensive to live here in Vermont and do the things that you want to do without having to worry about gas in your car, fuel in your home, buying food, medicine, and other different items that you need to provide for yourself and your family. So I'm going to address them, and we're going to be heard because I know that I'm going to have we the people working with me because I'm listening to you. Today our budget is $8.3 billion. 15, 16 years ago, it was in the $700 million range. It's gone way out of sight. And there's an issue with that, and I want to work to stop that. So we're going to work on that. Other things having to do with the economy is the workforce. We need to build up our workforce, friends. We need to build up our workforce. We need people staying in Vermont, retaining folks here, and bringing new people in, attracting new people to Vermont to fill these positions. Also, I believe Act 250 and the Global Warming Solutions Act is really hurting development and construction because of our housing problem. It's a huge problem, especially young families cannot find housing, but it's affecting everyone, and we need that investment, but we can't get that investment because regulation. So I'm proposing that we work on cutting some regulations and also fixing the permitting process. The permitting process is very cumbersome and very expensive, and it takes a long time, too long, and we need to work on that. And I talked about workforce. We've got the jobs here in Vermont. We don't have the people, and we don't have people to work in these high-tech or skilled positions that we need in order to keep the Vermont economy rolling. So those are some of my priorities on the economy. Public safety is government's number one responsibility. And right now, our law enforcement community is working hard, they're stretched, they're undermanned, and we need to fix that. We need to give our police and in the law enforcement community every tool possible to do their job efficiently and effectively. We need to protect qualified immunity as well. That will help us recruit and also will help us retain officers. In talking to the people up in Burlington, they're scheduled for like 82 officers and they only have 57. They're trying to recruit. They're having a tough time. Rutland City, same problem. Allocated, when I was on the city council, allocated for 42 officers. Today, I believe it's 36. And there's some shifts that only have 3 officers patrolling. There's like 11 or 12 men and women doing the job. That is scary and highly concerning to me. I think the problem, a lot of it, has to do with the inactions of our prosecutors. We are a state of laws, and they need to be enforced. We need to enforce our laws, and we need to protect our citizens at every peril, every opportunity. So I'm proposing that we fund them properly, we keep qualified immunity for them, we also expand our community efforts in community policing, and we need police officers in our schools working with our children. That is so important to the future. Another priority is schools. Parent involvement in our public school system, to me, is paramount. It is very, very important that parents be involved. I did a critical race theory tour around Vermont last year, and we went to 7 different communities, talked to over thousands of people, and people are highly concerned about their children's school curricula and what they're being taught. And sometimes it's not even in the curricula, it's being imported into the curricula, into the studies, into the teaching, and that must stop. We need to teach the 3 R's, good sound science, mathematics, the arts, and we need to be there to support our children, but the children are the parents' children. I don't like CRT, I don't like the SEL, the social emotional learning programs. Sex education in our schools must not be there. That's the parents' responsibility to teach their children when they feel they're ready and the child is ready to learn about sex education. I also have a fetish for our constitutions, both the state and the federal. And we need to protect and preserve both of our constitutions. They're incredible documents, and they work for us, and they've been working for us. I do not want to see Prop 5, Article 22 added to our Vermont Constitution. We already have abortion, we already have abortion up until the time of birth. And I don't like that either, but it's there. But I feel that we need to leave it as a law and not a constitutional right because of some of the things that are embodied in that. Late-term abortion, taking parents' rights away. A 8-year-old boy could come up to somebody and tell him he wants to become a female, and they have to make it happen because the language that's going to be on the ballot on November 8 says everyone, not just adults. So everyone, anyone can come up and talk about, can have this changed if they're a minor. Tattoos, body piercings, anything they want, and the parents have no rights. They're taking parents' rights away, and that is highly disturbing to me. I also support our Second Amendment rights to own and carry a firearm. I believe it's constitutional, but I believe it's your right for protection, and I think there's a lot of evidence out there to support that. Again, we have laws, they must be enforced. We have a serious crime problem, we have a serious drug problem. They say there's not gangs, but there's gang-like activities going on in some of our cities, primarily in Burlington. We need to clamp down and work to stop those activities. We need to protect our citizens at every peril, and we need to listen to people as well. So, I'm Gregory Thayer, and I'm a candidate for Lieutenant Governor on the Republican primary. I hope you'll all go out and vote on Tuesday, August 9th. Thank you very much. Thank you, PEGTV. I appreciate it. Have a great day.